I run a photo booth rental business that generates over $100,000 every single year. And I'm going to give you the prices that we charge for our business, so maybe that you can apply this to your own business, or maybe just have some inspiration or a jumping point. So let's just dive right into it. My name is Drew. I know you guys, if you're subscribed, you know who I am. But if you're new here, I've been a photo booth business owner for 10 years now. And I really do feel like we've dialed in our prices and the structuring. And this can be confusing, right? The way we do it, but it's a lot, but it's definitely changed the game when it comes to us getting bookings and really being able to scale our business. So let's just dive right into it. So I have my phone here. I don't want to forget anything or miss anything. So we have a lot of different types of rentals, right? We have the photo booth pickup option where a customer comes to us, they pick up the equipment, right? I'm talking just a digital photo booth only. It would be an iPad photo booth with no prints, just digital sharing, meaning text, email, QR code, and airdrop sharing. There's no prints here. That price starts off at $199. So basically $200. You come pick up the photo booth. You can use it all day. We call it a 24-hour activation. But the way we do it, we let our customers come during the week. They can come on a Thursday, right? Pick up the booth, then set it up on Saturday, typically is when the parties are happening. Then we allow them to bring it back on a Monday. So you're probably asking yourself, like, how are you making a ton of money? How do you hit $100,000 plus, right, with a $200 rental? But let me tell you, that is the jumping off point. That is just for the photo booth alone. Let me go over the upgrades, because the upgrades are where we make our money, and you're going to see a trend here in this video where I'm talking about the upgrades. The upgrades are where we make our money. So we're charging for everything when it comes to the pickup option. The first one is internet activation, right? So for $20, we will give you a photo booth that has an iPad that has built-in internet already in it. And this is the easiest upgrade to get because I'll tell the customers, if you don't have solid Wi-Fi connection, or like if it's bad or if it just doesn't work, you're not going to be able to send out the photos via text or email until we get the booth back. And I'll explain. I was like, if you plan on coming back on Monday, that could be 2 days before anyone gets their photos. So there's that one. And if they want to rent a backdrop, right, like one of our premium style backdrops, which we also sell on photobooth101.com, you guys can use the same backdrops that we do, $75. Easy upgrade, right? And the pitch here is, when I'm talking to a lead, I'll say, hey, here's an example of a photo with no backdrop. And I literally have the ugliest photo of someone's like garage where you just see stuff, right? Then I say, here is what a photo would look like with a backdrop. Then I show them a photo with a beautiful, backdrop. And that's an easy upsell. The prop table, we're charging $50 for them to pick up a table with a table skirt and just some generic props. There's no more than like $40 on that prop table. Super, super cheap. And yes, a lot of the time, some props do not make it back, but nothing on that table is literally worth more than like $2 to $3. So worst case scenario, they bring it back. We're missing $10 worth of props. We still made $40. So we have that as an upgrade. And here's where it gets kind of, I don't know. I'm really proud of this because it took me a while to think of this idea. We actually start withholding some of the features that the software has. So if they want boomerang or GIF, right? We're not doing the video when it comes to the pickup. It's just too long of a file, and to me, from my experience, sometimes when you have a lot of videos going, it could crash the software. So we do GIF and boomerang. That is a $50 upgrade to unlock those features. And the way I pitch it to the customers is literally like this. I'll say, look, for $50 extra, you can take your photo booth from being just a photo booth to also being a boomerang booth and a GIF booth. Then I also will show them some examples of what exactly that is. Easy upcharge. And then we even charge for the template, right? So if you want to pick up a photo booth and you want to use it for your party, you have to pay us $20 to make you a custom design. And here's the trick, the part I'm going to put you guys on here. When it comes to the template for the pickup, we only do one photo only. I don't want the software taking 3 photos, giving it a chance to crash or overload or anything to happen. I always say for the pickup, the less things going on, the better. So we have it just one photo, and that's just the way we do it for there. Also, the next upgrade, for $75 extra, you can rent our Jackery. It's a portable battery pack that they can use that will charge up the photo booth up to 12 hours if they use it just digital only, because it's only going to power the ring light and the iPad. Easiest thing in the world to upcharge, right? You can buy that thing for like $475 on Amazon right now. So we have that. And then we also, believe it or not, if you need a 25-foot extension cord, $10 charge. We also charge $20 for the custom heads. I made videos on the past showing you guys how to make these. It's literally just a cardstock piece of paper with a stick slapped. They just send a picture of somebody that they want. We'll cut out the background. Boom, easy upcharge. So that's how we do it for the pickup option. Believe it or not, it's not uncommon to end up for us to make, on average $350 for a pickup option. Easiest thing in the world. They come here, they pick it up, they leave. The instructions are inside of the bag. And what I love about this option is, like, yes, we're not making a killing here, but I'm not spending a lot of my time. The pickup is actually the rental we do the most. And we did have one month, I think we averaged like 35 rentals for that month. And it really does add up. So let's move on to the next option. We have the photo booth drop-off. The drop-off, right? Let me go here. I want to make sure I'm getting all of this right, guys. I want to get all of the info correct here. So for the drop-off, this is a 12-hour activation, meaning they can have it from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. The reason why we allow them to have it for such a big window is I want them to take it in the morning and then have it all the way later at night. That way I can drop off more photo booths. It's not about just, it's about giving value too. So they can have it for 12 hours and it's digital only, right? We also have a print package for the drop off, but I'll talk about that in a second. So digital sharing for the drop off starts off at $300, gets you the photo booth, right? We're typically using the Deluxe Duo, the ring light, iPad, software on. We include the template, we include the internet in this package, but we do have a minimum $75 delivery and setup fee. I'm not charging by the miles. I live in LA, you guys. Sometimes 5 miles can take 35, 45 minutes. So we charge for the time, and it's $75 minimum. And you see what I did here? I said it's delivery, not travel, but then we also say setup and breakdown. And if there's ever a customer that's complaining about that $75 fee, I say, no problem. We actually have a package with no fee that starts off at $199, the pickup. But then I explain that they have to do all the work. And that's usually where they're like, oh, you know what? Totally worth it. Not a problem. So that is the base of the package there. Let's go through the upgrades. The upgrades are where we make our money here. So if they want the rental any hour before 11 a.m. or after 11 p.m., we're charging $100 for overtime. That's what we call it, overtime, because it's already a 12-hour window. We used to charge like a lot less, $50, and I kind of felt like we were leaving a lot of money on the table, so we raised up the prices, and not a lot of people will pay for that extra time, but every so often you will get somebody that wants to ball out or really go all out for their party, and they will pay that extra fee. So we do have some people getting it for 3 extra hours, right? From 11 to 12, 12 to 1, then 12 to 2. And that's an extra $300. We're literally just making the base price over again. So we do get that from time to time. But the prop table with the table, the skirt, the props, that is a $50 upgrade. Then we have the boomerang. We have the boomerang and video and GIF experience. We do include the video for this one. That is a $75 upgrade. We have the magic green screen, also known as artificial background, where we can literally set the software to crop out the background and put whatever file we want in there. That is a $50 upgrade. Then we have something that I made up. Again, remember when I was talking about withholding some of the features and making the customers pay for it? We call it the extended 1-year gallery, which means you pay me $50, you will have access to all of the photos taken on your photo booth for a year, right? The software pretty much already does that, but we include that. And a lot of times not a lot of people pay for that, because that's actually one of the upgrades that I'm giving for free just to add value. So if I get a lead and they're considering it, they're shopping around, I'll say, look, how about this? I'll give you $125 worth of free upgrades if you book right now. Look, this is gonna make my life easier if we could just close this now. This is what you'll get. You'll get the extended gallery for free and the boomerang GIF and video feature for free. So that's pretty good value there. Does that sound fair? And a lot of times they'll be like, absolutely, yep, let me send you the deposit. I don't need more time to think about it. So I'm closing these deals because I'm giving them something, but the catch is I'm going to give this to you, but you have to do something for me. And that is like, let's book the deal. And it costs me nothing. This is already included. So the next upgrade, we have the premium red carpet and stanchions, which I like to call the red carpet experience. This is just the gold stanchions with the red ropes, with the red carpet. That is a $150 upgrade. Believe me, guys, people pay for that. There's a lot of people that want that elegant look for their event. Then we have additional lighting, which no one ever pays for because they'll ask me, do we need it? And the answer is usually no. So that is a $100 upgrade if they do want it. And then we have the big heads, which I mentioned earlier, same price, $20. Then we even have digital props. We can make you guys custom digital props. If you're using LumaBooth, our preferred software, you can actually upload your own props. And that is a $50 upcharge, up to 4 digital props. So if it's a Star Wars themed party, we can literally get a Yoda head as a digital prop, maybe a couple lightsabers, right? So we could definitely do that. And then we have the outdoor tent, which is a $100 upgrade. This is something that we, believe it or not, every once in a while, we kind of have to bring it. So it's just a tent to cover the photo booth just in case a customer has to, like we have to set up outside and there's no shade. And we always make sure that the customers know that if we have to bring the tent, you have to pay for it. And there are some times where people are really bad at planning. They'll sit there and tell you, don't worry, it'll be shade for you. And then you get there, there's no shade. That's why we have it in our contracts that if there's no shade, we're going to have to use the tent. If you don't want to pay for the tent, we're not going to be able to provide service because your equipment is the most important thing, right? You can't break your rules or risk your equipment because somebody didn't plan accordingly. So that's pretty much it for the drop-off, for the digital drop-off. I want to talk about the photo booth drop-off with prints, which gets me super excited because not a lot of people are offering a drop-off with prints. We are. So 2 hours for $500 is the print drop-off price. We set up the booth, right? It includes the printer, but shout out to our Photo Booth 101 supplies. We have that catch tray cover and the printer stand. This is exactly the thing that was like holding us back from not doing this. This item here literally allows us not to worry about people pulling out the photos. But so back to the pricing, $500 for 2 hours. That includes the iPad photo booth, right? Obviously the ring light, the iPad, and then the printer. So they can literally do as many sessions as they want in those 2 hours, but every session will only print either one 4x6 or two 2x6 strips. We do not allow it to be unlimited prints because if we're not there, there's a possibility that they just run it up and then who knows, an hour and a half into it, there's no more paper left. So it's a strategic move to only allow one 4x6 or two 2x6 strips. We have the $75 delivery setup fee for this. It's the same exact thing as the other one. And I want to give you guys the upgrades. And you're going to probably sound familiar because this is pretty much the same as the drop-off with the digital. So, backdrop. We have this one set at $100. Close pricing, right? It's a little bit different. Prop table is $50. If they want additional print hours for the prints, $150 for every single hour added. So, you know, if they want it for 3 hours, that's $150 in our pocket, which is great for me. We don't have to come back. The Boomerang GIF and Video Experience, $75. The Magic Green Screen, right? The AI background removal, $50. We have the Premium Red Carpet, the Red Carpet Experience, golden poles, red ropes, red carpet, $150. Additional lighting, $100. And the print one is usually where people will add it. I don't know what it is about those customers that want the prints. They'll usually want extra light. So we'll bring that. We have the outdoor tent, which is $100. The custom big heads, $100. Extended gallery, right? All the photos being saved online for them. That is, what do we have that as? $50. And then the heads, digital props, same price, $50. So, you know, this is all pretty much the packages, but you're probably wondering, well, what if a customer wants an attendant? Well, if they want an attendant for any of the drop-off packages, it is an additional $75 per hour. This is the price we're going to be changing it to. We had it set to 50. We're going to be changing it to $75 an hour. So if a customer wants the booth for, let's just say 6 hours at the drop-off price, but then they also want to add an attendant, that's 6 hours times $75. And the reason why we're raising this price is we want customers not to do that. Believe it or not, I don't want them to get that upgrade. I want to make as much money as passive as possible. I don't want to be there. And the video's not over. I'm here to announce to you guys, we have another type of photo booth rental that we're going to be doing. And this is going to be launching in the next month and a half, maybe 7 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks. We're doing a ship you a photo booth rental. We have our newest product, the Deluxe Go. It's a handheld booth that can also be used as a static photo booth. And this is going to be a photo booth that we ship to our customers. Believe it or not, $175. We're going to ship you this photo booth. It's a tripod that folds with the unit that holds the iPad and the light. And I cannot wait to do that. That's going to be even more passive for us because we're just shipping this stuff out, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, remember, go to photobooth101.com. We sell all the photo booth equipment that you'll need, the photo booths, the freaking backdrops, the props, the printer, the paper, the ribbon, and so much more. That's photobooth101.com. Thank you for watching. God bless, and I'll see you soon.